There's a whole line of cars stopped right now. Feed me, Scotland.
So much mud. So we up to the money shot. We do need to go shopping for some food because we're pretty much out of stock.
Yeah.
We're gonna get them. Let's put them in the basket.
Hey there, travelers. I'm Eliz from Means to Travel. My husband Derek and I are college sweethearts and share a passion for exploring the globe.
After so much change for us in 2020, we decided to take a giant leap and rent out our home in Chicago for some extended travel. This series chronicles our 3-month stay in the United Kingdom.
After documenting our strict 2-week quarantine in southern England, we set about exploring many of the wonders that this enchanting country has to offer.
During this time, we became official end-to-enders.
Met up with some cherished friends,
Got our rental car towed twice,
and absolutely fell in love with this corner of the world. So come along as we explore the UK. In the last episode, we shared about one of our toughest travel days yet when driving from England to Scotland. Our car ended up getting towed, we missed out on one of my bucket list stops, and then we had more car issues. What a doozy.
In this episode, we took our new rental car and headed to our next home base of Fort William in the Highlands, but not without hitting some crazy traffic, having a very late lunch, and wading through lots of mud. So come along as we begin our exploration of the Scottish Highlands and share our first Scottish grocery haul.
This is the Erskine Bridge. I remember when we flew into Glasgow 2 years ago, we crossed this bridge and went to a really good restaurant right down there, but unfortunately, we cannot do that this go around. It is like 1 o'clock and we are a little hungry, so we're trying to get up to the Highlands quickly.
Actually stop and eat.
Yeah, so we can stop and eat.
Alright, so the reason we can't stop in Glasgow right now is because Scotland is under a 5-tier system. Tier 0 is nearly normal. Tier 1 is some restrictions. That's the lowest tier anything is currently.
And that's
that
where
includes
we're
the
heading.
Highlands,
Yeah.
which is where we're going. And then Tier 2 is kind of a medium risk. And so there's a little bit more restrictions around pubs being open and a few other things like that. Like you can only order alcohol with meals, things of that nature. And then Tier 3, which is what Glasgow's in, is the one where you can't actually come to a Tier 3 town and spend any time. You can't come sightsee here from a lower tier area, basically. And so that's why we're just driving through and we're not spending any time here. So,
although we would have loved to, because we really like Glasgow. We've been here 2 years ago and we wanted to spend more time.
yeah, exactly.
All
Glasgow
right.
and Edinburgh. So a lot of that central belt is kind of under a Tier 3, which is the one that is not quite a lockdown, but has a lot more restrictions. And you're not allowed to visit those areas from lower tier counties.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. Highland bound. So we just got stopped trying to get into further in the Highlands. There's a whole line of cars stopped right now, and the guy in front of us just got out, stretched his arms and his legs, put his coffee cup on the roof, and got out his stuff to start smoking a pipe.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, and we exchanged glances and laughed with him about it.
But yeah, so I guess we're just waiting for something. I don't know. We'll see. Hi. How's your caramel Krispies?
Well, we're on our way to lunch, and now we have to wait for an undisclosed amount of time. So thank God we have these. They're delicious, but like, feed me, Scotland.
Yeah, so currently they've got some like convoys coming down there, and then we'll go up once they're all down. But it's pretty.
Okay, we just finished waiting for our convoy and we just started going again.
Yep. So what's going on here is that the highway is actually closed right now, and it's because of landslides. and rock slippage with the weather and whatnot. So it's not safe right now to drive up there. So we take this old military road, which is a 1-lane road, and that requires us to go up in groups, basically, in batches up and down. So right now they've stopped traffic up ahead while we go up.
And the way we found this out was Derek started chatting with the guy in front of us who was smoking his pipe.
Yeah, the pipe smoking dude. Yeah, it was fun.
And he was super nice and kind of explained that this happens a lot with this road, unfortunately.
Yeah, he says it's been happening for years.
Yeah.
But that, you know, we were told him that we were wanting to stop at the Rest and Be Thankful viewpoint. And he said that that car park is actually closed right now. So we don't know if we'll actually get to make it there, which is unfortunate, but at least we'll get to a restaurant at the top that we can have some seafood for lunch.
Yeah, he was so funny. He's like, yeah, that's a place to go if you like seafood. Just like,
we're like, well, we do.
Well, it's a good thing we do. He was a character. He was great,
yeah.
But also really helpful. He said though that yesterday when he was going down the road here, he had to wait for 2.5 hours, and so.
Hopefully that doesn't happen coming down.
Yeah, thank God we didn't have to do that just now because, yo, I'm hungry. All right.
Yeah.
Let's go eat.
That waterfall.
I know, it's so pretty. This convoy operation is probably one of the prettiest ones you could participate in. If I had to guess. This is my first convoy.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Feel like we're about to hit the cloud. I feel like this is the Rest and Be Thankful view down there. Yeah. So maybe we didn't miss it. We just can't stop.
Darn. Google didn't tell us that it was closed.
I think we just have to kind of expect these types of things.
Yeah.
Bummer.
We got the view.
All right, you guys, we have stopped at a place called Lochfin Oyster Bar, and we got some local seafood specialties. I got 6 oysters. Oh my gosh, they're massive, by the way. Like, look at this. And then I got 3 scallops. And so these are both the starters, and I've kind of combined them both for a main for myself and some wine. And Derek got a salmon burger that looks pretty awesome as well, and a half pint of beer. So I think we're gonna have a pretty good lunch after waiting for that caravan for so long. All right, see you guys soon.
Arch.
So cool.
Continue on A19 for 14 miles.
I think you go.
That's fun.
The tipsy laird.
Never met a laird that wasn't tipsy. Just kidding.
Never met a laird.
Never met a laird. Hi.
Why are we doing this?
Because look, it's lovely, striking, gorgeous, just like my wife. Okay, I just almost fell. Falling into this muck would be less than okay. And guys, yeah, I totally like rolled up my pant legs all the way. Okay. Well, I forgot to bring my clam diggers. Whew. So so much mud. Once we get up to the money shot, see why it was all worth it. Hi there.
Hiya. This was our second time actually visiting Kilchurn Castle, spelled like Kilchurn because, well, Scotland, and we both love how atmospheric this ruined structure is on the banks of Loch Awe. Back in its heyday, this was the first of several castles constructed by the powerful Campbell clan, finished around 1450. But as time went on, this castle fell out of use and was badly damaged by lightning in 1760, thus starting its history as a true ruin.
All right, guys, so we have made it to Fort William. We are in our new Airbnb, and we have kind of unpacked everything already, which is pretty great. But we do need to go shopping for some food because we're pretty much out of stock.
Yeah, come see our fridge.
Yeah, so our fridge is pretty light at the moment.
We brought a few things in our cooler, but like...
Yeah, so we need to go get some essentials, some like meat for sandwiches, some cheese, some bread, some eggs. And then we'll be able to cook. So let's go. Okay, so we're doing a little bit of shopping. And I already put some stuff into the basket. Including...
I put the produce.
This.
Derek put the cookies.
These are shortbread cookies in the cutest little box. I got blue because of Eliz's eyes.
I do
right
like
there.
the color.
And we like shortbread, so why not?
Well, I heard that there's really good Marks and Spencer's cookies from Thomas Reiser somewhere in the store that I feel like are not vegan.
Probably not those, but whatever Thomas Reiser told us we should get, we'll find them eventually. What are we gonna get? Alright, so one of the things that we like to do is we like to make ham sandwiches to take with us on days out, hikes, excursions, whatever. So we just got the family size of ham that'll last probably like 4 lunches. Salmon, trout, they kind of look the same, but I'm gonna assume the Scots know their trout since that's a big thing here. Ooh, cheese and onion rolls. That sounds yummy. Alright guys, so we just found these 2 duck legs for £3. They must expire super soon because they were originally £10. Let's see, 11/11. These expire on our anniversary. I think it's a sign. I think we should make these.
We should figure out how. I mean, they're £3. Okay.
Clearly we should figure out how. And then we should make these. We're gonna get them. Let's put them in the basket. All right, those are skin on, which I guess Liz does not want, even though I find those to be the tastiest.
You want me to get 2 of these or 1?
No, let's just get one, because I don't want to over-purchase and then throw stuff away. So we got some courgettes, because courgettes make a great side dish. Now it's time to find us a meal for tonight. We're just gonna do something nice and easy here. Kind of a ready-made, pop it in the oven, got some nice and hot and tasty. Quite the beer collection. Including one of my favorites from Cornwall, which I'm gonna get one of now. And some good old Sierra Nevada Pale Ale from the United States. Unfortunately, it's on the bottom shelf, guys, so sorry. All right, guys, so we just got back from our Marks and Spencer trip, and we're gonna lay out all of our stuff where you can see kind of what we get when we're prepping for like a week or so in a place. We're not buying food for each day because we don't want food to go to waste, but we did get enough for quite a few meals, and we'll show you what we got. This is our food all laid out in what we purchased. This is about 65 pounds worth of food. And we kind of have it where on the left-hand side, we've got our breakfast and lunch type items. So we've got, you know, lunch meat, cheeses, bread, eggs, almond milk, things like that. And going into our produce. So we also will a lot of times have, you know, overnight oats and things like that we want fruit in. So we have the raspberries and then grapes that we like to take with us on lunches baby bell cheeses that Liz really likes as snacks and also to take on walks, hikes, etc. We've got our carrots, we've got our courgette, which is another name for zucchini for those from the US. We also have cucumbers and avocados, which we like to use, and mushrooms. So all of those will go into lunches, dinners, etc. There's of course the shortbread house that I just had to buy because it was very adorable, and who doesn't like shortbread? I mean, come on. And then we have our dinners. So we've got our meats and whatnot. So we did find these duck legs that we really have been wanting to try to make actually for quite a while, to try to do kind of like a duck confit.
And we're hoping we have the right seasoning for it. As you might recall from much earlier in our trip, we bought a ton of seasonings already, and we've been bringing those with us.
Yeah, so if you want to check that out, you can go to our Ocado grocery haul that we did during our 14 days of quarantine. That'll be linked below, so you can check those out. So we should have all the spices we would need to make this, so we'll figure that out. We also got chicken thighs that we'll bake with barbecue sauce that we got. We have these frozen prawns or shrimp, however you want to call them.
And I usually make those with the Thai jasmine rice and mix in avocado and cucumber and soy sauce, which we already have soy sauce. And it gives just a little bit of Asian flair. It's kind of like making your own Asian bowl.
Yep. So Liz really likes making that. I think it's pretty tasty. And then for tonight, we wanted something super easy for us. So we got these kind of heat up at home pre-made meals. So I got the chicken tikka masala as well as some quick pilaf rice that's like a basmati rice to go with it. And then Liz got some pad thai, some chicken pad thai. And then some wine, we got some Vouvray, as well as I got myself a tribute pale ale from St. Austell's Brewery out of Cornwall. You know, this is our haul from Marks & Spencer here specifically. We had some food already with us, so this isn't quite as, extreme as our original Ocado haul.
What, 65 pounds, aka basically like 84 US dollars will get you at Marks & Spencer's in Scotland.
Yep.
So I hope you guys really liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up down below. And if you have any ideas for how we should use this food that we haven't mentioned, definitely leave it in the comments too. Also, if you haven't already subscribed, definitely press that red subscribe button below too, so that way you don't miss any future videos of ours to come. Thanks everybody for watching. Cheers. Happy travels. Bye. Hey travelers, don't forget to subscribe and let's hang out more. Here are some links to other helpful travel videos on my channel, and press that notification bell so you don't miss any new and awesome travel videos to come.